LinkedIn, the free version or upgrade to premium? That is the number one question that I receive from entrepreneurs as they want to learn how to leverage LinkedIn so that they could book more qualified leads and earn more revenue. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the difference between free LinkedIn and LinkedIn Premium and what's important to me in my business. My name is Dee Boswell-Buck, and my company is Boswell-Buck Creative Consulting. I'm a LinkedIn strategist, and I help senior leaders and entrepreneurs leverage LinkedIn so that they could grow their business. So today I'm going to talk about what is the difference between using the free version of LinkedIn and using the paid version. Now, I just want to say that the free version of LinkedIn has so many amazing benefits to it. And what I like to think is, I like to say that it's kind of like a gym membership. You can have a basic gym membership that gives you the use of the equipment, and then there is the version of the gym where you've got the equipment, but then you can get that personal trainer. Well, free version of LinkedIn is the basic gym, and premium would be the one with the personal trainer. And what I like to tell individuals is that when it comes to using LinkedIn, what you want to do is use the free version to its full capacity till you're maxed out. And then when you are getting frustrated that you can't do more on the platform, then it's time to step it up to the next level, which would be the personal trainer LinkedIn, otherwise known as premium. So today I'm going to walk you through what it is that I use in terms of LinkedIn. I do use LinkedIn Premium, and I want to show you through different parts of these slides what is the difference between the free version versus the difference of the premium version. So I use LinkedIn Premium for business. There's LinkedIn Premium for careers, but I use the one that is LinkedIn Premium for business, and that is right below Sales Navigator. Now, I decided to move to LinkedIn Business because I went to full capacity. One of the things when it comes to having the free LinkedIn account is that you can send out connection requests to those who could be your future clients and your future collaborators. However, when you're using the free version of LinkedIn, LinkedIn will cap you and it will not let you search for any more individuals so that you can send a connection request to. After a while, that became very limiting for me, and I now use LinkedIn Business. I did use LinkedIn Career, which is below LinkedIn Business. It does cost less, but then I still found that LinkedIn would cap me. So if you want to take baby steps, I would say try LinkedIn Career, which is $29.99 monthly US. And then the next step is to go to LinkedIn Premium Business, which is $59 US, otherwise known as $73 Canadian, which is where I live. So here are some things that I really appreciate about using LinkedIn Premium. I already mentioned that the great thing that I love about it is that I can send out unlimited connection requests. That's very important for me. I do networking in person, but LinkedIn is not just about pushing content, it's also about connecting with those individuals who would be a great referral source as well. Now, here are some other things that I'm going to share with you about why you might want to consider LinkedIn Premium or why I love LinkedIn Premium. Now, in this slide here, I am showing you that LinkedIn Premium has that customized button. So I have the arrow pointing, and then here you see my picture, Denise Boswell, and the arrow that is pointing to it is a button below the message button. There's that button that says View My Portfolio. So when you are using LinkedIn Premium, you are able to change that message on the button. That message could be things like learn more, or it could be view my portfolio. So if you were to click through view my portfolio, it could take you to my work. If you are a photographer, that might be really awesome. If you are a landscape designer, that would be really great as well. Somebody can click through and then you can take that person to a landing page where they could view your work or maybe even view some case studies. Or it can take somebody straight to your website. To the right, I have somebody that I follow here on LinkedIn. Her name is Sheila. Now, she is using the free version of LinkedIn. However, In the free version, you can still share a link that comes right off of the platform. However, it's just not a fancy button. So the question is, how important is that for you? And yes, there are other things I'm going to cover with LinkedIn Business, but this is the example of your LinkedIn profile having a button that can have an actual message. And there are different types of messages that you can have there, or you can actually share a link to your website. Now, her link to her website is the Road to Seven. But here is something that you can do with that link. If you go on the back end of your LinkedIn profile and you are setting it up, you can actually have a link there, but instead have some wording. So your wording could say, visit my website. And then what will happen is that when somebody looks at your profile, they're going to see the words, visit my website, and it will be hyperlinked to the website. So that's just something that you might want to consider. Now, going back to my profile to the left, I already showed you that the arrow is pointing to the button below message that is view my portfolio, and it takes people right off of LinkedIn to a major landing page for me. Now, the arrow at the top, it shows everybody that I am using LinkedIn Premium because we see that gold button. Now, that just gives, maybe they say it gives more credibility. And actually, I will say that when I am doing a search for individuals on LinkedIn, to me, that does feel that that person is taking LinkedIn like seriously. And also, it shows to me that that person is definitely using LinkedIn more often. So, again, you could definitely use the free version of LinkedIn. And if you are using the free version of LinkedIn, then one of the things that could be a benefit when you are searching to connect with those who could be your ideal clients, your ideal collaborators, is if you see that gold button, you know that that person happens to be on LinkedIn more often, they're engaging more often, and therefore, if you decide to send them a connection request, they're more likely to see it. Everybody on LinkedIn, on their profile, they do get service a service section. And in that service section, it will allow you just to feature like some of the things that your business provides. So this little slide presentation here, within the free version of LinkedIn, when somebody scrolls down in your profile on LinkedIn and they are scrolling down, they're going to get to a section called feature. And with this feature section, so they go past about, then they get to the services section, you'll see that there is a list the of the services that that person provides. Now, when you've got the free version of LinkedIn, you have that. And when somebody wants to learn more about what it is that you do, they're going to have to just click on that section, and that's going to take them on the back end here. So let me see if I can just rewind a little bit here. I'm just going to start this over, but just watch very carefully what happens. I'm going to press replay. We're going to go down to the middle past the about. We are going to click on the services section. It's going to go on the back end of this person's services. Here are the services provided. And then what you can do is you can create some nice graphics and then upload those graphics for the services that you provide and then give a description. So this is what it looks like on mobile. And of course, it will just expand a little bit more on desktop. And what will happen is that when that person clicks through on the graphics, if you choose to put those there, they're going to be able to read more about what it is that you do. Also, in that section of the feature area, a lot of people don't know this. They're busy asking individuals to like send them a recommendation, which happens to be all the way at the bottom of the profile. But in this feature section, partway through, you can have somebody leave you a 5-star review. Now, that's something that somebody will see once they click through into your feature section. Now, let's talk about what happens when you are using LinkedIn Premium. Now, you get a feature section, as I mentioned, but look at this. This is LinkedIn Premium, the business version, and the services area, which is what I have in my premium section. I'm able to share some images that show up right on my profile. I really like that. So when somebody is scrolling, it is like a showstopper. And as I mentioned that I don't always ask for recommendations. I ask people to instead to leave a review. So when they're leaving a review, then what happens is that on desktop, It's, of course, it expands and it shows more. And then also, on mobile, which is this version here, when somebody leaves me a review, then what happens is that somebody is scrolling through my profile. And then what happens is that they see the reviews and they see the stars there. So I'm all about stopping the scroll, and I love to leverage LinkedIn that way. So that's something that's very important to me. Now, what I've done in my services area is that I don't just add pictures, but what I did was I add the titles of my services as well. So when somebody clicks through, it's actually going to take them to that particular service. So as I showed you before in the free version, it's still shared like everything that that person provides. But in the premium feature section, I'm able to add some images, which allows me to stop the scroll. And also, it allows people who are looking at my profile to right away see that I've got some 5-star reviews. So, is that something that's worth it for your business? Let's continue. So let's talk about the insights on your profile. So in the free version of LinkedIn, it's a little limited. It's a lot limited. What you get in terms of your insights on LinkedIn is it shares with you like how many people have viewed your profile within a specific amount of time. And there's not much that you can do in terms of playing around that. So here we see 198 profile viewers in the last 90 days. And if you are using the free version of LinkedIn, you can see these profile viewers, but I believe that it limits you. It might be like only 3, and then it blurs everybody else out. Now, why could that be important to you? Well, a lot of people want to see who has viewed their profile. If you are able to see that somebody has viewed your profile and it's somebody who could be your ideal client, an ideal collaborator, well, then you want to be able to see their name and then take things another step forward and possibly follow them. And then when you're following them, you're able to engage in their content. Or what you can do is you can send a connection request and eventually like engage and then start a dialogue and then move that dialogue off of the platform. So this is what you get with the LinkedIn free. It's a little bit limited and you're not able to see who has viewed your profile. So let's talk about your business insights. You get a graph that you're able to change the date, 90 days, 28 days, 14 days, 7 days. You're able to do filters like date range, interesting viewers, the companies, industries, the locations. All of that would be very interesting to you as you're trying to see who has viewed your profile because now you really are sure as to whether or not these individuals could be these ideal clients or ideal collaborators. So with your business insights, you get a whole lot more information that will help you to use LinkedIn in a way that will help you to move forward a lot better. You can filter it by influencers as well. And then you'll be able to, of course, now that you're able to see the names of the individuals, like it's not going to blur anything out for you, you will be able to send a connection request if you choose, because you will be able to see their names right away. So that's a reason that I feel that the business premium LinkedIn is a great fit for me. So here are some other things that will be of interest to you when it comes to using free LinkedIn or the premium version. So with free LinkedIn, you get 3 in-mail credits, which means when you're sending out a connection request to someone, it would be awesome if you could send out a connection request. And when you send that, you can send a note. And that note could be as simple as nothing salesy, by the way, but as simple as Lisa, I would love to have the opportunity to connect with you here on LinkedIn. Have a great day. It's always nice to get a note, and you are now allowed 3. Previously, you were allowed, maybe, I think it was 10, but now LinkedIn has it down to 3. You can also save your searches. So on LinkedIn, you're searching for your ideal clients, and then it starts to blur out your searches, which could be a bit of a hassle because you want to remember who it is that you were looking for previously or some of those filters that you had. So for me, I want more. So this is what I've listed in the premium section. I get 15 InMail credits, so I can send out connection requests, and then I can also send a note that just introduces myself and says hello. I get unlimited browsing on LinkedIn as well. I'm also able to save unlimited searches, which is something that I had searched for previously. And then there is unlimited LinkedIn learning. So, by the way, I do live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And where I live, in terms of the LinkedIn Learning, our public libraries, we have access to free LinkedIn Learning. So if you are in an area and you might want to check your local library to see if LinkedIn already has something set up with them, because you that might not be such a huge thing. So those are the different reasons why you might want to consider free versus premium. And I have shared with you why it is that I love using LinkedIn Premium. Now, I just want to say this, just a reminder that I don't recommend that you move to LinkedIn Premium until you have totally used the free version and then you feel like you need more. Just because you're paying for it doesn't mean you're going to use it. I highly recommend that you use the free version, get used to it, get into a rhythm, and then when you need to use it for more, then you know you are ready for the next steps. So, one more thing that I want to add, there is so much that you can do with the free version of LinkedIn. Yes, it will cap you when you are searching for more individuals. It will cap you for the amount of connection requests that you want to send. However, what I do like about that is that you will learn how to use LinkedIn in a way so that you are being more mindful and more intentional about who you are sending out those connection requests to. So tell me, what are your thoughts? Are you going to be moving from LinkedIn free to LinkedIn premium? Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon for another LinkedIn training video.